What's up, guys? Welcome back. 20 Finger Sukuna, or True Form Sukuna. This is a portrait of him. I've seen him with like the staff and the four hands and all that kind of stuff. Might do that in the future. Looks really complicated. So we'll start with something a bit simpler and work from there. So I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil eraser. Hit pause if I go too fast. So he's got four eyes in this, but like one of them's on this wooden mask thing. So I think we'll just start with like the normal side of his face. So imagine you're kind of drawing half face, and then we'll add that mask. Center point, my page about here. Come up over to the right, and we'll start with that top eyelid line. Very slender, skinny eyes. We go diagonal, and then we'll bring a line across the top like that. Right, you can thicken up the top eyelid line like a little bit. It's drawn very thin anyway, but I always like to add just a bit of extra thickness to my top eyelid lines in anime drawings. So his bottom eyelid line, very skinny, so it comes down and then around like so. And then his iris, half circle, he's sort of looking up at us there. And then the pupil, very thin there, looking up like that. Couple of eyelid lines like on top, not like a lot, but like that kind of a thing. And then of course we have the other eye sort of down here, and it's drawn in different, but we'll go sort of the top of it there, very thin like that, and then a half circle again, smaller, and then the pupil just there, and that has a bit of a bumping line just like on top of it, and then maybe around like his eyelid there. Okay, so his eyebrow, so we got like a nose line here, and his eyebrow seems to be like shaved, kind of. So it's got like these gaps in it, right? So it goes diagonal that way. There's a gap, right? So it breaks here, and then it goes again this way. And then it breaks here again, and then we have the very thin end back there. And then we have like a temple sort of headline here, drawn in like that. And then maybe like forehead sort of lines there. So for his nose, we just go sort of straight down like that a bit. And then his nostrils are just below that, like so. And he draws in some extra lines sort of on the nose, like that. And then maybe like the bridge of his nose sort of here. And then for his mouth, so it's kind of like a half sort of mouth, starts underneath the nose here. And it's a confident sort of smile line with a sort of a dimple on the end. And your mouth sort of ends just underneath your iris, the inside of your iris there. And his bottom lip line, very thin here. And then the chin, quite square, just here. So we have a head tilt, right? So when characters are in head tilted forward, this space is bigger than this, right? So normally your eyes to your nostril is the same as nostril to chin if the character is facing directly forward, but this whole nostril to chin area is like smaller than this. So that's like, so it gives the illusion that the top of the head is coming towards you. So this whole area is nearly twice as big as that. Right, so that down to there, but it gives you nearly another chin. So then jaw up the side. And again, the jaw is real high up because his head is tilted forward. And then we change our direction about in line with the nose, change our direction, go up towards the side of his head. And then just above this line, we have a V for his sideburn, just sort of beside the eyebrow there, just above it a bit. And then this line will become his ear. Like so. And he has round earrings. And then some more sort of ear lines inside here. So then we have some more of those markings on his face. So we'll go sort of down and up like a bird sort of a thing. And then there's another one sort of here. And then there's a black line that brings it down this way. And then another black line that goes down like the side of his face and then in this way towards the mouth. So it looks like he's lost the ones on the middle of his forehead when he's in this form, but he still has the ones on the chin. So we'll go like that way, and then another one sort of here. Let me just thicken them up a bit. Okay, so we can see a bit more hairline, right? So we can just go sort of this sort of zigzag kind of line up there, and then it crisscrosses over this way. Zigzag up and down. These sort of spikes, right? So we got this mask thing all here, right? It's kind of bumpy, strange. Bit more of his chin, maybe. Comes up to about there, and then your mask will sort of start here. And it's got all these bumpy sort of textured lines. Is it a mask? I don't even know. It looks like a piece of wood stuck to his face. I haven't read all the manga, so I'm not really up to scratch with what's going on. Right. And just bump it down like so. So we can see like a bit of his ear sticking out here. And then an earring there. And then some more sort of ear lines and stuff inside there. You know, the ligaments and stuff in your ear. I used to think they were bones, but they're not. Someone on this channel in the comments told me that. They're not bones, dude. I used to call them bones and ligaments. Someone corrected me. Right, so edge of this thing. There's like cracks and stuff in it. But it's got basically an edge line. Goes down that way. And then like texture lines that go up. And then two eyes. So there's more texture, but we'll just add the eyes first. Simple, basic sort of eye shapes there. Another one here. Right, and then we got an iris looking up at us, and then there seems to be an iris looking down. We must be able to move independent. And there's a pupil, looking up there and a pupil looking down there. Creepy. Now we got like lots of more bumps and textures and all this on this thing. Now you got to make it look sort of craggly and cracked and all this kind of thing. Like some edge lines and things on the corners. Okay, basically that's it. And then you like, oop, don't do that. Then you basically like shade it and color it and stuff. Okay, so hair, let's go. Spiking, basically, crazy spiky hair. Typical sort of anime hair spikes. Go, where do we start? Start about here. Same over this side, sort of. And then you just go the whole way around. You just do this typical kind of anime hair spike stuff. And they basically look like shark fins that go the whole way around his head. Follow that pattern, and then we'll add some textures on the inside, and then we're done. The hair. We'll do his body then, what we can see of it anyway. Okay. Right, so then he's got some extra sort of layers of hair and stuff all inside here. Textures, see, going up and down the hair. You just got to suggest that there's more hair in there. You don't got to draw much more. Textures. Right, that's enough for me. So then he's got like just like a black robe on that comes down from like right close to his ears. So just like boom, and then boom, down that way. And then the shoulder sort of bumps this way. And then he just goes down off the page there. And then same over here. So you want to be about the width of his face out to where the collarbone is, right? So like a male shoulder width is 3 heads. So you'd have 1, 2, 3. So the shoulder will start to like turn down on that third if you measured. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, roughly speaking. And then the robe lines go down that way, and you could have like some armpit sort of stuff going on here. Now we got to add some anatomy inside here. So neck muscles go down there. Another one here. And then we go collarbone. And I think they draw in some chest muscles as well. Like some actual chest muscle fibers. just there. And then he has some more tattoos sort of coming in on his neck. So we'll go sort of a lightning style one here. 2 on each side, and then 1 on his chest on each side. Like that. And then another one. That's a long one, and then the short one, sort of here somewhere. They're not like the exact same on both sides. And then there's like thicker ones down here. And I'll just color those black. And that's it, 20 finger Sukuna, or true form Sukuna. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.